the Tengyun 2x2. Right as I got this cube, I honestly was too excited that I forgot to tell you some of the main points about this cube. This video will hopefully cover it all. So, this cube came in this box. It was a pretty interesting box, but you have to do... this is actually... Let me just put this back. So here's the box I got it in, and you have to do one of these to take it out. There you go. Okay, so actually I took everything out. So in here, this is a guide. This is actually an EG tutorial and CLL. So this is all the algorithms you'll ever need. I'll probably use this to be fair. Yeah, and even has the Ortega method. This is like every single 2x2 method you'd ever want. Anyway, we don't need that because I already know how to solve a 2x2. Let's focus on this. This is the parts box. Now, what is in here? So what I found in here were some springs. And to be honest, I'm not that into customizing cubes in general. The only thing I would probably do is take a screwdriver and loosen it or tighten it. But the point is, this cube was already good without even needing to loosen it or tighten it. Okay, yes, there was something where this white and blue, I could easily corner cut 45 degrees. And for the yellow blue, it was a little bit harder. So corner cutting is not as nice on the yellow side as the white side, but it's the best I could. But I don't really care, to be honest. It's so good that I can even do this. Oops. Yeah. Even though I'm terrible at one-handed. Anyway, I think this is already a good spring that you don't even need the parts box, so... But that's just my opinion, but you can have different opinions on this. So let's talk about the cube itself. So as I mentioned, corner cutting is ridiculous. 45 degrees it cuts without a charm, like easily, but it does pass 45 degrees for a 2x2, what? And reverse corner cutting is just ridiculous. I mean, it can do that, and what other 2x2s could do that, seriously? I think this is where this kind of buttery feel, like I mentioned so many times in my unboxing video. This is where the buttery feel comes from the just amazing corner cutting. That's why I just literally can't stop turning it now. Although there might be something else. If I told you to look at this Yushin Cloud 5x5 and this Tengyun 2x2, what do you think? They're both sticklers, but there's something else about their design that makes them different. Can you guess? Let's look at the Yushin Cloud 5x5 internals. As you can see, this is like a colored plastic in here. Where in here, if you look closely, maybe you'll get better lighting. This is not colored plastic. This is actually something called primary internals. Honestly, I don't know what it means. But it's literally just this little like light bit, and that could be what is used at, what am I even saying? Probably what gives it this buttery feel as well. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there are little lines on here. I don't know what that means also. And right out of the box, it was lubricated, so yeah, obviously I'm breaking it in, and it already feels pretty fast. Also, this cube is very quiet. It might not sound that quiet through the camera, but when you compare it to my only other probably good 2x2, the Chi-D, might not be louder, but this is at a higher pitch, which is not good. The only other cube that I would say is probably this quiet is the Cloud 5x5. And this is actually also pretty good. And just why not, let's get the Melon 4x4 out. It's a lot more scratchy, this one, and that just, in my other video, I did this. So yes, this cube has a lot of good things about it, but every good thing has bad things about it. one of these, the corner twists are very easy to do. You can do an algorithm pretty fast, or that doesn't happen, but sometimes you get a corner twist just like that. So make sure on this cube you don't turn that your really fastest, because anyway, it's pretty effortless. So you don't need to turn super fast to like get good times. As this cheaty does not corner twist, which is good. This does not corner twist, this does not corner twist. And the only other cube that could corner twist pretty easily in my collection is the Yulong. Corner twist pretty easily. Other cubes aside, let's just talk about this. So, yes, it's all that good, but sometimes it goes a bit too fast, and because of that, I get so many DNFs on this when I'm doing, like, solves and stuff. Because probably it's going too fast, and, like, I can't control myself, and obviously fast cubes are that way, because if a cube is too fast, you can't control it. If I turn my absolutely hardest on this, I mean, I can still do it, but like something like that will happen. And the corner twist will happen, which is something that I don't like about it. So, like, it could be my fault because of something that's called confidence. Obviously, before the Tengyun, I'd been using this cube for so long. Probably ever since the start of my channel. So, this is the Cheaty, and it's a decent, like, budget cube. I would recommend it if you're, like, not that serious yet. But, oops. So, yeah, so why does confidence come into play? Well, my Cheaty, sometimes it can get, like, internal lockups with the core. So, if you don't know usually how a 2x2 mechanism works, if I just take one of these off, basically, you have these kind of 4 kind of bits, and you like stick these on, but actually, let me take some of these off and I can really show you. So I've taken all of this off, let me just adjust the lighting. So here, as you can see, this piece, this kind of piece, it's like an edge piece on a 3x3. Well, these corner bits are, well, corners, and this bit is kind of like a center. So it basically acts like a 3x3, but you only see the corners. And as you can see, when I turn this side, the core moves along with it. And if I turn this side, it doesn't. That's because one of the pieces, I'm not sure which one. Okay, it's this one. This piece is actually connected to the core, which means that you can't actually, like, take this out. And what happens is sometimes you're going to get, like, lockups, like, I don't know how to reproduce it, but, like, it just locks up weirdly, and then you get, like, can't turn, which is very weird. So when I got this Tengyun 2x2, it turned amazingly. I didn't get any of the same lockups, that it boosted my confidence so much, like, it probably turned really fast with it. Now, the problem with that is, once you turn really fast, it just starts to overshoot weirdly and you get DNFs all over the place. Yeah, but my brain is like, okay, so with the Cheaty, I can't turn that fast. So usually with Ortega, I still use Ortega. I'm not learning CLR anytime soon yet anyway. So I still use Ortega for 2x2 anyway. And on the Cheaty, there are some algorithms on here that you actually can't do very fast. So let me just get this reassembled. Alright, I got it back. Let me just... so, if you get this case, which is one of the kind of advanced Ortega cases, you'll do something like this. Actually, this is not the best example, because something like... come on. Alright, so, if you got this case from the front, you do like this. But, if you got from the back, you do something like this. And I just always had trouble doing this algorithm. So as on the Tengyun, if I just do it, let me just reproduce the case. I can actually do it really fast. And I could turn really fast. So again, with Ortega, the first step is making the white face. It doesn't have to be the layer, it just has to be the face. But because you don't make a layer, this raises some raises some advantages to CLL, but it actually takes extra steps. What am I even saying here? I don't know why I said just then, I'll try to explain here. So with Ortega, you make the first face and you do OLO. Now the OLO is crucial here. Because in Ortega, you make the face and then you do the OLO. So let me just get an example here. So here, usually I'd say, okay, we have these two reds. This might not be the most efficient way to do it, but I would go like this and then insert this piece. And then I get some OLO. So now what I would do is I should be, what was it? I should be predicting that OLO to get like a better result. And I couldn't do that with the Cheaty because I could not turn fast because I wasn't confident enough. But since the Tengyun, I was very confident, I started trying to predict the OLO. And I did that micro cubing. That went well. But 10% of the time it doesn't. I do the wrong OLO and I mess up the entire solve. And because I was too confident. So that can be kind of the problem with fast cubes. It's like, well, I guess I know it's a big upgrade from a budget cube to a like Toberland cube. But that's the thing. You're gonna get overconfident if you get this cube. But if you're not overconfident, I would say get this cube because it is ridiculously like good. Yes, I know I might be biased because I only had this cube before. But like seriously, I feel like I could recommend this cube to anyone. If you're like serious about 2x2 like me, then get this cube and you'll do some good solves with it. Alright, see you next time.